Everybody, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas that just passed and Happy New Year to you all. This is just a quick video. I wanted to put some stuff out here and give everybody some messages of hope, some messages. Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, in case I'm not going to be online because I have a lot of family coming over, so it's going to be a lot of family time spent. I love you all very much. I did have some messages I wanted to give to you guys if you're okay with that. It's just quick messages. I have something that I needed to say. Hi everybody, Angel Squad, hello. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Good morning to all my angels in training. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay. So I love you guys all so much. So listen, I gotta tell you something. Listen. Now, so I've been doing mediumship a lot lately. Mediumship and tapping into people who passed away and stuff like that. And it's been going great. And my spirit guides told me to take a break for a few days and enjoy time with my family. And I always listen to my spirit guides, which is why they keep giving me what I need, because I listen to them. When I feel the urge to stop doing something, I stop. When they tell me take a break, don't do this, don't worry about that, I listen. You know, if I feel an intuitive nudge, like do this, I do it. If I feel not to do it, I don't do it. And this is why your spirit guides will continue to work with you when they see that you're listening, right? So you have to pay very much attention. Kissing me, Florida. So you have to pay very much attention to your intuition, your feelings, your thoughts, because your spirit guides are constantly guiding you, right? They're constantly telling you messages. Now, I hear a lot of people saying that when they want to say, all right, so somebody cried the other day because their father passed away, right? And they said, I just want to talk to him so bad for one last time. So I said to him, so talk to him. He said, what do you mean? I said, talk to him right now. Your father can hear everything you're saying. Like, I'm not, it's not like my voice is the only voice he can hear. He can hear yours, which is why you're here with me right now doing this session, right? Talk to them. Your loved ones that passed on, talk to them. If it's right now, it's New Year's. You guys pour glasses of champagne for each other and say Happy New Year. Pour them a glass of champagne and let them be involved in the party, okay? You want to tell them you love them? Tell them you love them. You want advice from them? Ask them. They will answer you. How they answer you is up to you. Some people are better at receiving messages through dreams. Some people are better at receiving messages through thought, meditation. Some people are better at receiving messages through angel numbers and birds. And if you live in nature like I do, maybe you go outside, you see a hawk, or you see your a hummingbird or a cardinal, right? You wanna know how your family's doing on the other side. Just ask them, how are you doing? And if you hear I'm fine, and you're like, is that me talking to me? No, it's not. That's your loved ones contacting you. They won't say much to you besides, I'm fine, I'm doing well. Another thing Spirit wanted me to tell people, and this is very important. They constantly tell me to make sure you let them know this, right? They will say things like, oh my God, okay. They will say things like, can you please tell them to stop asking how I'm doing? They need to stop asking you how I'm doing. I'm doing fine. I'm here because of them. I'm concerned about them. Hi, Lori. I'm worried about them. And I'm going to tell you something. You're worried about how your loved one's doing on the other side. You're worried about how your grandmother and grandfather is doing on the other side. And meanwhile, they're worried about me. I'm a free spirit. I'm home. I am exactly where I need to be. No matter how this person passed away, just understand they're just learning lessons on the other side, and you need not worry about them. See, what I'm going to say to you is when we worry about them and we're constantly depressed or down because our mother or our father passed away, is it hard? Yes, of course it's hard to lose a mother, a parent, a child, for instance. It's very, very hard. But here's the thing I'm going to tell you. They're more concerned for our safety. How are we feeling? Our mental health, because they're trying to push us to wake up to the fact that they're fine. Now they're trying to have you learn the lessons. A lot of the messages that I get coming through is forgiveness, letting go of things that don't serve you, being free here while you're in the body and enjoying life's small little moments. You know, I had to tell myself this past week I've had a beautiful transformation. So I've ended a karmic cycle completely. I know I said that last time, but it was like you know, the gist of it. I've been seeing a lot of past lives in my dreams, and I see what I've been through in my past lives, and it's not easy. I've been through some rough times, but I chose those because I wanted to advance in this lifetime, right? So finally recognizing that we have to enjoy life for its little moments. You know, these little tiny moments that we have. I know, listen, you guys are like, but Flo, there's everything going on with COVID. Stop watching the news. Stop scaring yourself to death. Stop being afraid. Listen, if you're afraid a vaccine will kill you or your family, then that's what it will do. I am not afraid of anything. I can take anything. The government, let's say, you know, let's chalk it down to the government. I can take anything, do anything that they give me, and I will survive it. Why? Because I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong. Like, so it's all about how you feel and how you think of yourself. Am I so weak that if I do this or I do that, I'm gonna get sick? Like, let's say one of us, God forbid, gets sick off COVID. What's so scary about it? It's a flu. I'll sit in my room. I'll be all right. 10 days from now, I'll be all right. We'll be okay. You know, when people weren't this afraid when AIDS was out, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, it's like, that's way more scarier than COVID, right? That's way more dangerous. People who have AIDS, they struggle immensely. Lyme's disease. You go outside, a tick bites you, you can have Lyme's disease. That's worse than COVID. COVID at least goes away. It goes away. And I'm going to tell you something. If I could heal myself from many, many things, yeah, well, your dad's presence was there. Well, I've been having a lot of dreams lately. They're clearing my subconscious fears. I had this fear to do mediumship. I thought, like, if I connected to the other side, I don't know, what are the demons going to crawl through my walls? None of that's happening. What's happening is, my heart chakra is going crazy right now. What's happening is that I'm opening up my mind, and I'm being free. I'm not afraid to connect with the other side anymore because I know I'm surrounded by light. I am in the light. I have got myself out of a lot of darkness to be here. Now, mind you, this is why I say a lot of people out here who want to do tarot card readings and you want to do spiritual work, I will support you fully, but I will only tell you to please get yourself fully out of the darkness before you start to dabble in the occult or eccentric things or things that involve darkness and light matter. And I just saw something pass by me. Don't do things like that with working with, shamans say, in order to heal others, you have to fully heal yourself first to know that you have the capability. And everybody has the capability to heal other people, and they have the capability to heal themselves. But first you have to heal yourself. And I'm talking healing from like deep things, whatever you've been through. And like for me, for instance, I would say I healed myself from all types of mental things, bipolar disorder, ADHD, anxiety, depression, right? And then that in turn led to me doing drugs, thinking that I was going to make myself feel better if I just did drugs. But really, actually, the depression and the bipolar disorder and all that mental stuff that I wasn't dealing with led me to drugs. And then when I did the drugs, actually, I'm grateful that I ended up doing the drugs because they made me realize that I was only doing drugs because something was wrong with me in here. And in here, I was not healed. Then when I stopped completely doing the drugs, like, you know, did I stop right away everything? No, I kept doing this, doing that, but then I stopped. Eventually in time, everything. It came to that point where I was like, I'm done with everything. I'm done with like mixing my energy with people that don't resonate with me. The drugs, the sexual stuff, all of that type of stuff. I did a lot of crazy shit because I was not right here and not right here. It had nothing to do with the drugs. The drugs had nothing to do with me fucking up. It was what was internally in my heart and what I was carrying from past lives that was not healed, that led me down a path that was, I would say to you people in my family, my friends, they could not believe it. Florina, Flo, no way. She was such a good girl. What happened? You know what I'm saying? And that's usually what happens to kids who are actually very innocent, very, I would say the word naive, very, you know, when it comes to love, they have issues with love, they have issues with sex, they have issues with child abuse, all these things that they experienced, which led them down a path later on in life that people can't believe that quiet kid ended up being like that. And then when I cleared and cleansed all of that, and it took me, listen, people are like, Flo, how can I clear up karma? Like, they want me to tell them, and it happens overnight. This is work. You're gonna work. It's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of time and dedication. I would say for like 5 years, I've been working on it, but for the past 3 years, I've really been grinding at it. Like, and for the past year, I truly went in. So it was like a progression. The 4 years of me slowing down the drugs, then stopping the pills that the doctors would give me for mental disorders or whatever, then slowly meditating and getting therapy and going to NA meetings and getting help from friends and family, and taking advice from people who've been through it and listening more than talking, right? And then from there, it was a progression. And then the 3 years ago where I was just like, that's it, I'm done. And then that slowly led to like 2 years of me being completely nothing, and then, you know, going back and forth. And then like the past 2 years, I would say, is like me focusing completely on what's my next step? Why am I here? What's my soul's purpose? Because you see, I've been sleeping. Every time I go to sleep these past week, first of all, when I take showers, every time I'm clearing and cleansing any old karmic things that are on me. And now when I see things in my dreams, it's showing me what I went through in my past lives. The shit was, a lot of it involved family members that were doing drugs. A lot of it involved me selling drugs for family. A lot of it involved me being in very dark, dangerous, scary looking places. And so that carried on through this lifetime, which is why I went right back to that in this lifetime, because it carried on from those lifetimes. We carry things from past lives. As I'm talking to you, I just had an epiphany. That's why I've been having these dreams lately. I had situations where children were being harmed in front of me and I was trying to stop them. It was people living in houses where it was disgusting. The floor is full of piss and dogs and like, I had to maneuver my way through these lifetimes and then figure out that in this lifetime, finally, I have cleared those karmic relations. Every lifetime got better and better. And yeah, did I go through it this lifetime as well? Yes, but it was only because I chose it. So I said, finally, I'm moving on from that karma and now into the dharma. And all of the work I put in, and I'm telling you this for yourself. You have to put in work. You have to want to get better. Like I said, when I wrote that thing on my Instagram, I put on a story and I said, there's a lot of tarot readers out here telling you, oh, I think he's going to call you. I think he loves. If you're going to a reader just to find out if a guy loves you, he doesn't love you. I'm just going to tell you. Number one. Number two, if you have to go to a tarot card reader to ask if a guy is cheating on you, chances are that he's cheating on you, okay? I'm just going to say this, okay? Now, why I stopped doing the Rider Waite, which is the regular tarot, is because it's very low vibrational. A lot of drama, a lot of conflict and chaos. And I started doing the Oracle deck is because I connect to a higher vibrational entities, dimensions, beings right now. You know, I have dreams where I go into different dimensions all the time. I'm literally like taking elevators from the bottom all the way up. It happens every dream. I go to the bottom, I check there. I try to help some people there. I'm saving kids on one floor and then I'm going to the next floor and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm lost and I'm going through that. And then I go to the next floor, next one. Finally, the highest dimension, I come to it and I get out of, I wake up when I'm back at where I belong. It's like I'm stepping through portals and dimensions in my dreams. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't work on yourself, and this is the thing, as a healer, I'm going to say one thing right now that I have to say completely, and I'm sorry if nobody else is going to say it, I'm going to say it. As a healer, I expect people to go to a healer or a reader or a medium or whatever once or twice, and then that person should get all the tools that they need to move forward with their life. I'm going to say 98% of the clients that I have, the only time they ever come back to me is like 8 months later when they're on a new cycle and they want to know what's next for them. They want to know how, like, what am I seeing for them? Or maybe somebody just passed away. But they come to me once in that hour, and I'm going to tell you right now, you could ask whoever got a reading from me, go ahead and ask without me even saying, and they'll tell you, she gave me all the tools I needed to move forward with my life. That one time. A therapist, there's a therapist on YouTube, I love to watch her. She goes, you know, therapists bring you back 100 times. You keep going back to a therapist's office over and over again because they keep pulling things out of you. And she goes, a therapist, you should only have to go to them once, twice, 3 times max. If they haven't helped you in the 3rd time, that's not therapy. That's drawing it in, fishing. What's the matter? So, oh, you know, do you think that? Come back next week and we'll take care of it. What do you think they're doing? Obviously, they're doing something so that you can continuously need them. You shouldn't need, when you go to healers, when you go to people who work in this type of lifestyle, people who help other people, they should have to only tell you once, twice, or 3 times, this, that, that. If you don't do it from that point on, I will tell a client, like, this is the 3rd time I'm telling you, you haven't taken any steps to fix it. You need to stop spending your money on me, because obviously it's not working for you. But that's never once happened to me, and that's a whole fact. Because I work what I used, and I tell people, this is what you need to, I'm just going to tell you all, for all of you who are planning on doing this or watching different, I deleted every tarot reader off of my YouTube yesterday. I don't want to see different messages from different people. If I want to get messages, I'll go to one person and that's it. Because this is what these tarot card readers are doing. And I'm just going to say, this is very important. And no judgment, because I understand everybody's got to make a living, right? But they got teams of people creating and setting up, like, you know, like, they got their whole, like, crew in the back. Like, this is not tarot reading. This is just, I see someone coming back. Oh, look at that card, the devil. Look at that. Look what card just came up when I was saying about tarot readers and what they do on these YouTubes and all this stuff. They make you keep going back and confuse you and tell you this and tell you that so that you can be fished and hooked. You know, just like those palm readers. You go to them and they're like, oh, I see. Oh, you need to buy this crystal, that crystal. Instead of just being like, look, I'm going to do your palm readings and I'm going to try to sell you some crystals after. They don't do that. They're not honest about it. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people use this esoteric stuff and they turn it into evil. Why? That's why people are like, tarot card readers, tarot card readings evil. No, it's not. What's evil is the people that are behind it. And they make it into something evil. What's good and evil, that's up to you. That's your perception, right? Everybody has their own outlook and perception on what's good and what's evil. But what I will tell you is about your family members that passed on. They want you to know to stop worrying about them, to not think, are they okay? Are they safe? I'm going to tell you right now, if you're worried about somebody because they died of a drug overdose. Maybe they died in a car accident. Maybe they died in the house and you're worried, like, could they breathe? Were they okay? They were. Shit is very possible, the real Bob. Very, very possible. If you work at things, things are possible. Let me tell you something. Listen, 8 years later, and I'm here sitting here, I'm going to say 10 years. I'm sitting here telling you that everything that I wanted is here. It's here right now. Everything I really, truly, who I truly am came out and finally it's here. It takes time. It takes time. But you can, that's the thing. When you find somebody you resonate with, it could take you a lot less time if you stop going back to these karmic relationships. You stop worrying about the people that passed on. Are they okay? They're looking at you like, am I okay? Are you okay? You keep thinking about me and keep bringing me back to you. It's the energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, they feel that shit and they worry about you and they're trying to help you advance. Now, when I say we're all angels in training, meaning when we're alive here in this world, we're learning lessons from different situations and we pick these lessons because when we become spirit, right? We have to know these things so that when we are turned into spirit guides, how else will we be able to help people? Like, how could I help people right now get through things if I didn't go through the experiences? So what you're learning right now in this body, when you become a spirit, those will be the assignments that you put on. Like, oh, you went through child abuse? Okay, here, you go with her. You went through a breakup? Here, you go with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're assigned. And we chose to learn these lessons here in this life, in this body, in this human form, so that when we become spirit guides on the other side, we already know everything that we need to know so we can help other people. We are all angels in training. An angel is not only Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Ariel. It's not Jophiel. It's not just them. Angels are also the little... Listen, you got all types of angels. The celestial beings, yeah, you'll have the angels with the trumpets and the ones that sing holy, holy, and this and that. There's all different levels. There's levels to this shit, okay? We can eventually become soaring winged angels, but when we leave here, if we chose this life to learn this life, whether it be dying from a drug addiction and all that, you chose that. You chose that so that when you go on to the other side, you can help somebody who's going through the same thing that you went through as a human experience. You chose that hard life. You understand? Does it happen to be that some people, yes, they do end up just choosing to be just bums and drug addicts? Of course, it happens like that. But some of us actually chose those lessons for a reason. So when we go back to the other side, we can help. You had a dream and I popped up and told you to be free, to free yourself. It's crazy because I never had a reading with you or anything. The me pink tulip, guess what? Somebody just texted me this morning saying she had a dream that everybody had COVID or whatever, and she was feeling symptoms, and she was gonna get put in this shitty hotel, and then I was staying in a room called the Sun Room, and I told her, just come in here, you'll be fine and you'll heal. And I basically I keep getting from people that they have dreams about me, and when they do, it's just actually a mirror image of yourself telling you to be free and to relax. Like you're almost telling yourself, I'm free, I'm good. But I wanted to give this message about your passed on loved ones. Stop worrying about them. Let me tell you something. Me worrying about my father this whole time when I was fucked up in the head, honestly, I didn't know what an attachment I had to him passing away when I was 8 years old. And I had such... Okay, and the real Bob, my dad passed away from a similar thing, but something different, but the same thing, right? And I thought about him all the time, and it made me so depressed and so sad, and I didn't know if he's in hell or is he in heaven. I struggled with this for so long. When I finally let it go, and I know he's happy, he's on the other side, like, whatever, you're bugging, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, you bugging, right? When I realized that, I was free. Understand that. We gotta stop worrying about our passed on loved ones because they're here. Their spirit is now doing a job to help you get through some stuff. And if we continue to carry the pain, my heart chakra, if we continue to carry the pain, especially if you haven't forgiven them or yourself for not being able to say goodbye to them, and you're like, I wasn't able to say goodbye to them. Say goodbye to them right now. I wanted to say, I never said goodbye to you. They're like, well, you never had to say goodbye to me. I'm still right here. I'm always, your angels are only a fucking call away. I'm only one call away. That's like literally what I just heard. All you got to do is call, and they'll be right there. When you're afraid, they'll be right there. When you have something you're scared of, they'll be right there. I would say call on God, but I'm going to tell you something. God's busy. Call on your angels. That's their job. God sends these angels and these spirit guides and these people because God can't be everywhere at once. I mean, he can, she can. But the point is, when I pray to God initially, because when I pray to angels, I believe it's praying to God, all source, right? If all source created angels and people in spirit, then when I pray to spirit, spirit is talking to the angels talking to God. It's a like here, you want to get to the Supreme Court, you have to go through the civil court, whatever, you have to go through the minimal courts, and then boom, you're in the Supreme Court. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, well, the real Bob, like, it's time to heal that, okay? Like I said, it's time to heal all that stuff. And, it's a sad situation, but I don't see it as sad anymore. I can't even, like, feel sad about anybody, how they died and what they... Because I work with spirit, and they tell me all the time, it's okay, I'm good. Like, this is what I chose. Like, it happens. Sometimes do accidents happen? Yes, they do. But I'm going to tell you... Yeah, I'm sorry, it's Mimi. My grandmother wasn't around when I was growing up, and I was angry when she died. Could she be around me right now? I just said that, Mimi. I just said that. It's like, what you guys need to hear what I'm saying to you. Your family, your loved ones that passed on, they can hear your thoughts. Do you know what happens when you stop thinking about darkness? The darkness doesn't know what you're doing spiritually, what you're working on spiritually. They only know that they can't contact you anymore. So now when I am in like the people that I was dealing with in the darkness, they're all probably like, where the fuck did she go? Where'd she go? We were having so much fun with her, and we were playing with her, and now they can't contact me because I'm fully in the light. The darkness doesn't know. The light though, however, whether your family is in the light or not, they can hear you. Because you're their family initially. So you need to say things that you need to say. You need to say things that you want to say to them. Don't wait to say things. You can say them right now. They're listening to you right at this very moment. If I want to say to my dad, I love you, thank you for everything you've taught me, you're the best, blah, blah, blah. He's going to hear it. Whether I believe, you have, first of all, what you believe What you perceive is what you bring into your realities. So if you don't believe in this stuff, then you know what? You're just faking it, and that's the worst thing you could possibly do in any situation. It's bad to fake orgasms. It's bad to be fake in love. It's bad to do anything fake. Just be all the way real. With everything that you do, everything that you're going through, everything that you experience, be all the way real with it. I've learned that, listen, even the little things that I was doing, like not being truthful here and there, I fixed all that. And so I just tell the truth now. And if somebody doesn't like it, what do you want me to do? Lie to you? Would you like me to lie to you? Because lying is not going to be fun if I start lying to you. So I tell the truth all the time. And because guess what? Spirit is listening and watching you. And if you're lying to people and all that, and they're trying to be supportive and be your spirit guides, and they see that you're living a shady, lying, like manipulative life, they can't be a part of that. That's not light work. That's dark work. So I'm going to say, it's not about dark, light, good, evil. It's not about that. It's about which vibration you're resonating with. So if you don't tell yourself every day, my mom is fine, my dad is fine, I'm okay, they're here, they're protecting me, and they're always going to be by my side. They love me, and they're guiding me, and they're with me always. Okay? If you don't start to think that way, then guess what? You're going to live the rest of your life regretting the fact that you didn't say sorry, you didn't forgive someone. And so I'm going to leave you with this message. Your loved ones are okay. They are safe. If you didn't get to say goodbye to them, you didn't need to, because there's no reason to say goodbye, because they're always there. If you feel like they were mad at you when they died, there's no anger on the other side. Unless they become a spirit where they're just angry all the time, which, come on, like they have to be pure evil for that, right? And like I said, what's evil, what's good, that's on your perception. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to leave you with this for the New Year's. My heart chakra is exploding right now. It's opening up. Don't be afraid of your gifts. If you hear a thought, an intuitive nudge, go with it. Go with your first. And remember, intuition is not misleading. It's not confusing. It's the first thing you feel. Go with it. If it starts to get confusing, like, I don't know, is that right? Then that's not your intuition. If it's something you keep questioning, you don't question intuition. It's there. It happens, and you're just... Yeah, no, I know. That's a fact. That's a fact. Clear your minds, clear your thoughts. Step into this new year with a brand new energy, a brand new thought process, a new wave of energetic acceptance for yourself, loving yourself, and step out of the darkness and into the light. Because once you do so, spirit on the other side of the darkness, they will not ever know what you're doing spiritually. They will just know they cannot contact you anymore. So just understand, once you get yourself fully out of that darkness, accept the fact that you had a hard life. Just accept it. That's what I did. And I'm going to say it, not this life. I'm saying this life was not that hard for me. I'm just going to say, when I look back at it, people might be like, oh my God, you had a hard life. No, I had a beautiful life because I learned everything from it. And that's how I see it now. If you talked to me 3 years ago, I was like, my life fucking sucked. I went through this, that. But you talk to me today and I'm like, wow, I really learned a lot from this lifetime, and I'm very grateful for it. And that's what I say every single day. And so if you look at your life and just accept the fact that if you had a hard life, my mom, she was a drug addict, my dad. Okay, yeah. What about those kids right now whose moms are having them and they can't eat? They're starving to death, like every day. They wake up and their food is like this piece of bread right here. Like, I would rather have the life I had any day over some of the shit I see motherfuckers having. I'm going to tell you right now. So be grateful for what you have. Because we be complaining about shit on some G shit. But really, in all reality, look around you. Just look. Do me a favor right now. Go like this. Just be like, motherfucker. Like, maybe it's not a lot to people. But to me, like, who got that shit on their wall? Who got all these crystals and shit on their table? Who got a fucking TV like that? Some people ain't got that shit, okay? Fuck living in a mansion and all that. Look around you. These humble settings and beginnings. Man, how grateful you have to be. How grateful you have to be. I promise you, because there's people who don't have that. The bed, they don't know what the fuck a bed is. They know what a floor is and a couple of fucking thin-ass blankets. They know that. Motherfuckers out there fucking in all different countries sleep. What? They come over here, they're like, what's this? Like, they get overwhelmed with the stuff they see. People in Thailand living, And the truth, I'm getting pinched in my right eye. People in Thailand living in like little huts with 10 family members sleeping all in the same bed like this. And we're complaining about stuff. We can't do that no more. Gratitude, I'm going to tell you, me being grateful for every little thing that I have, I will tell you, has brought me so many more gifts. And not being cheap, when I make a little money, helping people, donating, doing this, doing that. If I see a commercial, I'm like, yeah, let me donate $10, $15. It's not a lot, but it's something that makes me feel good in my heart. For Christmas, I donated some to some girls so their kids could have some presents. Let me tell you something. And then turning around, not saying, oh my God, I should have never gave that. No, actually, I'm like, that's great. I hope I get more money so I can give more. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when we start to get stuff, if we're not grateful for it, we don't share a little bit. Even if you share a little tiny bit, you donate $2 when you're at the store. Listen, do you want to donate $2 to, you go to Target or whatever. Like, you want to donate $2 to blah, blah, blah. Or like when I was at the DMV getting my permit, you want to donate $1 to, yeah. Go ahead, take it. Yeah, donate 5. Yeah, okay. ShopRite. You want to donate? Okay, yeah, donate 1. These little tiny things. Gratitude is the highest vibrating, energetic vibration you could be on. Gratitude. Just waking up, being grateful. I'm going to tell you, today I woke up like, wow. Like tears can come to my eyes of how grateful I am for everything. I'm so grateful. And I gotta say, I mean, I felt grateful for a long time, but I feel like because of the full moon last night and all the rituals I did and the cleansing and the clearing, like I said, I do not do any spells. I do not do stuff like that. I do self-cleansing rituals. I help people learn how to do self-cleansing rituals and how to do this and how to do that. But I do not do any spells and nothing like that. No judgment to people who do. But I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like that's why I have such good karma in this lifetime coming to me, because I didn't do what I was doing in past lives, which is dibbling, dabbling, and hibbity bobbity boo. And let me tell you, that shit comes right back to you. You know what I'm saying? Karma. And now the karma is clear because in this lifetime I've chosen to live a clean, clear, just simple, magic is what you make it. It's not, doesn't mean you sit there, I'm going to make him fall in love with me. Get the fuck out of here. You pathetic. Like you have to make a potion to make somebody fall in love with you? Bitch, just give him some head. Good head. And if you don't know how, call a bitch up and let you know. You don't need a motherfucking spell or potion. You just gotta know how to tickle the balls. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what I'm telling you guys is, of course, I always gotta go to some perverted shit, being the Virgo that I am. I'm a good girl, and then I'm a naughty girl. Right? But what I'll tell you is, just learn to be wise about the actions you put out into the world. It's funny because I see the laughing reaction come after. So it makes me laugh after. It's very simple. Stop. Just stop. You know what's a good love spell? Like I posted, leaving the person the fuck alone to decide for themselves if they love you or not. Like, stop it. Just stop. So anyway, I love you guys, and I am going to be spending New Year's with my family. I'm going to the dentist to get some work done right now, see what's up with that. And then I'm going to take my 5-hour test. And then after that, I'll have the road test and I'll have my license soon. And that took me about 8 years to clean and clear and go to jail and do this and do that. And I'm here today. Exactly, Fab Kisses. And I'm here today telling you that it's possible. Wherever you're at in your journey right now, don't see it for where you're at right now. Envision yourself where you'll be a year from now, 2 years from now. Learn to love yourself and respect yourself, and just know that your loved ones on the other side are always there for you. You have a strong spirit team around you. We all do, okay? The more good deeds you do for other people, remember that attracts their spirit, their families, and then they help you out in other ways. Oh, like she helped my nephew that one time. Let's help her. She's going through something. Let's give her a little, let's help her have a little faith in me. So I'm going to tell you, please, work on yourself every day. Don't stop working on yourself. Angels in the universe love a stubborn heart, and they love to see you working on yourself. Happy New Year to everybody. I love you all. I'll post some videos of us hanging out, my whole family. My alarm just went off because I got to start getting ready to go to the dentist, all right? So I love you guys all very much. Happy New Year to you all. Angel squads, all you angels in training, I love every single one of you. I'm going to be doing a retreat very soon too. The next one's going to be in Pennsylvania. The last one was a success. I have my boxes on my website right now, pre-ordering them, because I'm only doing like 20 this time, because last time I did like 40 and it was a lot for one person. So I have those there. And then I also put the mediumship thing on my website, and I'm not doing readings until after January 4th. So love and light to you all you guys. I pray that everybody is blessed with, remember, no matter where you are in your journey, just believe in your journey and believe in yourself, okay? I love you all. Love and light. I hope you guys really have a beautiful, make sure the day before New Year's you clear and you cleanse. You take that cleansing bath. You set the intention to start off this new year with a positive attitude, not watching the news, not falling into the fears. Come on, guys. Come on. Let it go. Let the fears go. Let the past energy go. It's time to step into the most beautiful. I know, Orlando. I know you got it, babe. It's beautiful. Life is beautiful. Just see it. See it for the sunny days. Talking about sunny days. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Love and light to you all. Peace and blessings to you and your family, okay? And I send healing energy and love energy your way, okay? And I'll see you guys after the New Year's. I'll start doing some mediumship for free online and all that stuff, you know, and then the ones that where I'll charge people. But I'm trying to, you know, preserve my energy, because a real person, a real healer does not just, oh, let me do everybody, because then I'm going to be sitting here like sleeping all day and y'all ain't going to get shit from me, okay? So I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Love and light, okay? Bye.